Today we're going to be talking about the contractions mechanisms of skeletal and smooth muscle fibers. In a skeletal muscle contractions, usually there's an action potential that arrives at a neuromuscular junction, as we can see in the picture right here. When a neurotransmitter is released, it binds to a receptor and it opens up a sodium ion channel, leading to an action potential in the sarcolemma. So the action potential travels along the T-tubule, and then the thick and thin filament interactions leads to muscle contraction. So muscle can shorten and produces tension. In skeletal muscle contractions, there are two types of contractions. The first one is isometric. So this is a muscular contraction in which the length of the muscle does not change when tension is being applied to. In isotonic, the contraction maintains constant in the muscle as it changes length. So, like in this picture, isotonic muscle contraction actually has two different types. It can either be concentric or eccentric. So, in concentric muscle contraction, there is a shortening while contracting, and in eccentric, there is lengthening while contracting. So in terms of smooth muscle, there are layers of smooth muscle in the cell wall of various organs. The stomach is an example, as we can see in this picture right here. And contractile function of smooth muscle is actually not under voluntary control. It is actually involuntary. So if we look at this map, it pretty much lay out the entire process of how a smooth muscle contracts. So we can see that the intracellular calcium concentration increases when the calcium enter the cell. So this is the sarcoplasmic reticulum, where the calcium enters. Calcium then binds to something called calmodulin, which then activates myosin light chain kinase, or MLCK in abbreviation. The MLCK phosphorylate light chain in the myosin head increases ATP activity, and that active myosin crosses bridge along the actin, and it creates muscle tensions, so leading to contraction. So that is how smooth muscle contracts.